Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the second episode of Watashi no Oshi wa Akuyaku Reijou. Probably should refresh myself on the name of the title before I started recording, but here we are. Now, last episode was really good. Definitely a very strong start to the show and got my hopes up pretty high for where the show could go. In the future, we got our basic premise established with Rei being isekai'd into her favorite video game, being able to be put into a position where she can confess her love to Claire, and now she gets to spend time with her, so overall things are going very well for her, I would say, and I'm pretty eager to find out where we go from here, so yeah, let's jump in. As always, if you want access to the picture-in-picture version, you can find that over on the Patreon, and yeah, let's jump in 3, 2, 1, play. That's our duo right there. Yeah, Revolutions was what it was called, right? Good times. Oh yeah, the etiquette stuff, that was a little bit harder. That is a hand. That is not what I thought it was at first. Yeah, Claire was not happy with this part. No, not one bit. Ray Taylor, unmeasurable. Just like the sounds of her undying love for Claire. What are you, a judge? Oh, damn, okay. That is quite interesting. But what does that put us, though? We had like a competition or something, right? She got our attention now. Oh, we are going to talk about this. Because I'm not quite sure why. That's one way to flex. I think that's what we're saying. You know, unless you're the Avatar. Man, I think Claire's gonna keel over. We're all 4. Maybe 3.5. Dual caster. Okay, gotcha. So we are on the right page. It's a pretty cool combo. As we can see. So where do you go from here, Claire? I don't think she can feel happy with this. Oh God, Claire. How did you even do that? Yeah, don't do that then. Oh, we're getting into semantics here. Yeah, if you don't win, she very much lawyered this up. So because she knew. I'm okay with this result. I don't see that in the contract. I think. I love Ray and Claire. She can't allow that. So yeah, I was about to say, what's our demand then? Please tell me it's very not safe for YouTube. That's all I'm asking. What? Doesn't sound lewd at all. Can I protest? I mean, I know it's her decision in the end, but like, this whole list of things I wanted to see. 7 of which involved that water right there. As long as she's happy, I guess that's what's important. Yeah, we had to get we had to get one more of those in there. Watashi no Oshi wa Akuyaku Reijou. I mean, they're kind of hard to read when they're bouncing, but luckily I already know the title, so. Barely. I barely know the title. But yes, I gotta say, Ray's a very unique protagonist. Good old fist in a magic fight. I really love that shot of them crossing blades so much. And I'm pretty sure I see there's a quick shot of them in bed together. It goes by quickly, but I think that's what I see. So there's definitely a few choice shots in this opening. Just in general, really good opening. I love you. A maid's job is a labor of love. So who's gonna be our maid? Did Ray apply? I don't know why I'm so surprised. I did my best. I lied all over my application. Yeah, could you imagine her being her maid? Man, you could have so much fun with that. More like win, 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 because I'm here too. And I'm feeling very winning right now. Hey, you at least check out what you can do first. Like, she's the best employee you could hope for. Really, really deep. What happens, love, you know. She's just actually writing that down. Now I'm definitely getting flashbacks to that one show. Uchiwa made Uzai, whatever the name was. Because he definitely has that energy now. Yeah, talk some sense into Claire real quick. Okay, that's where we disagree. I don't think I would call it that. Okay, you're supposed to be on my side here, man. You're not helping. No, there's only one whose love is as deep as hers. Yeah, she's not gonna back down without a fight. That's not Ray. How dare you talk to me? Who do you think you are? Can you clarify that for me? Are we getting into some blackmail territory here? I mean, Because if there was anything like that, she would know from playing the game. So, was there some sort of embezzlement or something? That's gonna be my guess. And of course, she doesn't know anything about it. I also demand your daughter's hand in marriage while we're at it. No, I know everything. I've played this game top to bottom. Wrote doujinshi. She had a whole list of things she did involving this game. So if he did any dirty, she knows. Yeah, you will accept this girl. I don't care what you complain about. She is made for you. I kind of like that they didn't show it, at least not initially. It's a very deep and heavy love, a throbbing, pulsating love. Please accept it. It's a good rationalization there. Please get along. I love that sort of like resting face of hers. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, I will. I will bathe you very well. I will dress you to perfection. Massages day, night, every other day. That might be thumbnail right there. Because it's entertaining. And I am thoroughly entertained. Oh, wow. That's a nice one. Wow. I approve. That's Sasuga Claire-sama. Looks great. Yeah. I don't know what you were expecting, but yeah, I think we were all more or less expecting this. Ray-chan. That's what we live for. I'm sorry. It's gonna keep happening. Do you not feel taken care of? Yeah. Lady. Senpai maid. Yeah, about to say, pretty important for a Hey-main commoner. Right. She's quite pretty. Like, what do you wear, mother? Does Ray have to feed them to you, mouth to mouth? Because she'll do it if it comes down to that. Yeah, let's teach some appreciation to this spoiled rich girl. Oh, I was about to say she's gonna wolf them down. Yeah, we know. I understand. I love this show. Can I just say that? I love this show. Get to spend a lot of time with Claire. I'm sure that was interesting to learn about. Too bad I had to miss it. You just follow along, you're like a shadow. Do you want to play chess? Is that a queen that is throwing up and down? I don't know chess. I can count the number of times I've played chess in my life on one hand. I got stuff to do, man. Yeah, so you can't ignore the men too much. They're gonna keep wanting to get attention. Definitely does sound like a game giving you a chance to raise a flag with one of the routes. I mean, that's something. Man, that'd be pretty bad if you go negative in a character's points in a game. I don't think you can. I don't think you can, but I never looked into that. She is pretty good. She's a great maid, senpai. Oh, I've never heard of it. What's it like? Do we have Valentine's Day in this world? Pee and Loretta. I wonder if I should actually try to remember those names. It's something of an arranged marriage. You know, my father just shoved her on me. My senwa. Oh yes, no doubt. Yeah, she is the sweet for me. Well, that's just her retaliation of you trying to bully her. So you really can't complain. Yeah, Daisuke. I mean, I'm sure we'll get plenty of the data over time. Yeah, I knew. I was not led astray. But her reaction was good though. Are we gonna help her with the bath? Oh yeah, this is paradise right here. Yes, what a the volcano's a bro. Unfortunately, we deal with some of the magic steam. It's always unfortunate, but it is what it is. Funny, what do you mean? Could you elaborate on what you mean by that so I know what not to do? If not, I guess I might accidentally do it. She's good with her fingers. Would you like more proof of that? There's nothing straight here. What are you talking about? That's horrifying, doll. Getting her nice and wet. Just another day. Yeah, I bet she looks really great without that steam, but we may never know. Wow, because she doesn't see the steam, right? That's just for us. So if she saw all that, then yeah, nosebleed, very understandable. Yeah, you can color that. Amine sample. That's not gonna stop Claire. I was expecting nothing less of a Sokuto. Maybe from your perspective. But she's just all over the game. She knows everything. Man, seeing her get embarrassed like that's great. I think that's clear as hair. But, you know. Did she stay in the bath a bit too long? Just had to phrase it that way. Oh no, this is where the action is gonna be. I would be so surprised if we got that. But I would love it. Hey, meanwhile. I love how she emphasizes the hey mean part, the commenter part. I mean, there's nowhere she would rather be. Because it's true. I mean, there's some real points with being a tsundere. Well, that makes it the villainous. Your body and everything else. Yeah, what will it take to make her believe her, I wonder? Are we gonna go for the goodnight kiss? Come on, do it. Man, she's so close. Nah, we backed off. Oh well. I was just trying to get my hopes up a little bit. Maybe next time. Yes, she's caving in. She may not believe her fully, but she is accepting her. That's the important part. At least for now. Get away. Yeah, the like line messages is a really nice touch in the ED. Honestly, Claire's blush really does give me life. Her embarrassed faces. I this one, no? In this shot here, this is just a beautiful shot. It would only maybe made better by actual hand holding, but still, very good shot. Because you definitely don't see Claire smile like that near Ray too much in the main show. Would you like to play chess? That could be a lot of fun. Okay. That was the second episode of Watashi no Oshi wa Akuyaku Reijou. And definitely another really good episode. Possibly better than the first one, I would venture to say. I'd have to think about it, but definitely at the same level at the very least. So we had a little bit of clarification on the whole exam thing, right? She's apparently like a dual element wielder with earth and water, so pretty cool stuff. And she was able to, like, yeah, like I said, lawyer her way to a victory on the competition. You know, not a thing the protagonist would usually do, you know, but she did win in the end in that sense. And she requested her not to give up, I think is what she said. Now, I do think this is going to mostly refer to events that are later on in the game, right? Like, she probably is going to reach the low point and all that. And because obviously, Rei has the power of future sight, right? So she can utilize that a lot. Like, the show hasn't got into that too much, but obviously she's going to understand a lot of what's going on, you know? Like, for example, when certain characters try to give an opportunity to gain points in their routes, she knows, you know, she knows what that is, and she can just go away. Which is pretty much what she did with the chess, right? She has no interest in that. She chose her route, just go away. That is always a little bit annoying thing in visual novels when you have a route you want to go down, and other characters are like, hey, wanna hang out, wanna spend time with me, build up a dynamic with me, and gain points with me, and go down my route. It's like, no, thank you. This one over here, literal perfection, go away. You know, so I definitely know that feeling, more or less, what Rei's going through. But so yeah, she did basically ignored the chess thing completely, which is, you know, good to see. But yeah, that one shot we had of Rei, like, completely horizontal behind the pillar, kind of going full horror movie right there. Just scared the crap out of Claire and me as well. So that was quite the entrance, I would say. Can't really beat that as far as an entrance goes. But so that was like just the first. All of that was pretty early in the episode, honestly. But the big thing with the episode was definitely the maid thing, right? So I did see the title of this episode, you know, like for the preview of last episode. So I knew a maid was going to be involved in some capacity. You know, I kind of figured that, you know, maybe that referred to Rei trying to become Claire's maid. Like, you know, it didn't really make a lot of sense to me, though. But once we actually started talking about, like, you know, applications, stuff like that, it's like, well, I guess if there was, like, a publicly posted position open, you know, Rei could just jump on that. You know, once that puzzle piece entered my mind, I was like, okay, yeah, now I get how it all connects. Yeah, Rei could become a maid if all this falls into place, right? But yeah, there was a little bit of resistance to it, right? She's not a big fan of it. And like I said, it reminded me so much of that one show. I wish I remember the full title, but basically, you know, my maid is annoying, right? We had a character, applied, you know, set out applications for a maid. Although in that show, a lot of them like quit because, you know, the Ojo-sama of that show did not want a maid, really. Yeah, but the one that finally stuck around was the one that was very determined to stay around because, you know, she had the stronger feelings and all that. So it's very similar to this in a few different ways. But yeah, she was not one to back up. She, even though, yeah, Claire tried to bring what was his name? Dole, I think it said. Yeah, Claire's father. She tried to get Claire's father to be like, back me up here. This maid is not for me. Please make her go away. But no, like I said, Rei is not one to back down. First thing she said was Irvine Manual. How do you pronounce that? I feel like I'm not pronouncing it right. Well, she pronounced it Irvine Manual, but basically that word still does not really mean much to me. But obviously it meant something to him. You could literally see his eyes, like, just, he was not ready for that. You could see how not ready for that he was. Then she mentions a specific amount of gold and all that. And it's obviously some kind of, you know, fraud, embezzlement, something in that vein, right? He tried to make sure to get his daughter, everyone out of the room. So, you know, we could work to the blackmail and she would eventually get the job. So, you know, that's cool. But Claire was just so unhappy with that. But eventually she'll fully come around and appreciate that Rei is the best maid that she could ever hope for. Because, you know, other maids, they could have ulterior motives, you know, they could betray her. All sorts of things could go wrong. But, you know, Rei is in love with her. She will always put her, you know, best interests at heart, you know, support her, always stay around, you know, Like, you really can't ask for a better maid, right? Just because she's a bit overbearing or whatever, that's no reason to just not want her there. Like, you gotta weigh the pros and cons. You don't just look at one con and say, out. Like, that's not how it works. So, can't be doing that. But, yeah, she did see what it's like to have Rei as a maid. And obviously, so there's some parts that Claire's not a big fan of. Some awkward parts, some embarrassing parts, but overall, I do think she is starting to see what a good maid she could be. By the end of the episode, willing to give her a bit of a chance. But Claire is a very good student. I really did skip ahead a lot when I talked about the chess thing, didn't I? That was like in the second half, but I thought for some reason I thought it was earlier in the episode. I don't know why, but the maid senpai, she's pretty great as well. Very, very good senpai. Very supportive. Very helpful. Very nice. So that's all good. Just Rei is so funny though. She's just so naturally funny. I do love how quickly she can just make Claire go from that super condescendingly happy Ojo-sama face, with the hand up and the laugh and all that, to just a horrified face, right? We got that around like 1647 was when Claire made the happy face, which I love that face, by the way. And it was about 1659 when she changed her expression very drastically. So shows you how impressive she is. But also this part here was pretty interesting. I didn't get a good chance to look at Claire's response to it, so I want to do that now. But when senpai maid asked her if she likes Claire, and without missing a beat, she says no, she doesn't like her. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing too drastic, but you could definitely see some surprise and a little bit of disappointment on Claire's face. But I automatically knew where this was going. I don't ski her, I die ski her. I was not fooled in the slightest on that one, but Claire kind of was. But just how quickly, I mean, just in general, Rei seems like just really fast, But just she really quickly just sprung into action. Did you just look sad, Claire? Just literally so loud and powerful. You get those lines around the screen to showcase it. But she was just so happy that she's actually getting the dere from the tsundere. But of course, Claire would never admit anything like that. And then we had the actual, volcano scene. We'll call it that. But that was some pretty good stuff there too. Claire, I keep wanting to call Rei Claire. I don't know why. Hopefully that solves itself in my head eventually. But Rei showcasing how good she is with her fingers. I really liked how she made a comment about that later on. But because there's obviously some implications with that phrasing. So I do quite enjoy that. Also, just Claire diving under the water for protection against the embarrassment. Also really good. And I'm glad we got a real kind of one-on-one somewhat heartfelt moment between the two of them in the room. When it's nighttime, no one else is around. Claire doesn't have to put on any kind of act for anyone. It's just the two of them, right? So we got a little bit. The conversation went a little bit deeper, I guess how I would call it, right? Really trying to feel out what Rei is all about, right? Because from our perspective, it's obvious that Rei is really genuine with what she says and what she does. But from Claire's position, this girl just randomly suddenly started saying these things and doing these things in an very overbearing way. And she just doesn't know how to take it, really. You could take it at face value, but especially someone who is a rich girl, Ojo-sama, you probably are going to have people that try to worm their way close to you for some sort of, material benefit, right? So a girl like her is going to especially be wary against anyone that tries too hard to get into her circle, right? So from her perspective, it makes sense that she would be wary on this. But we did have a line where Rei made her best effort to really get through to her how she really feels. And although I don't think Claire fully believes that just yet, I do think we started off on that path of where Claire is starting to entertain the possibility and kind of taking a wait and see approach and just kind of see, okay, we'll see. I'll stop trying to get rid of you and just kind of see what you're all about over time. I think that's more or less where her head is right now. I mean, I'm not a mind reader, especially a Ojo-sama mind reader, but that's kind of how I took it, so. And that's pretty much the episode. Like I said, really good show. A lot of funny stuff from Ray. A lot of really cute, entertaining reactions from Claire. You have this maid senpai in there too, which she's a good addition to things. So, but yeah, is the maid thing really just going to be like a long-term thing? Because that's such a big change to the status quo. I mean, can you really call it status quo when there's only one episode? Like, but yeah, if that's just how it is going forward, that's her excuse to always be by her side is to be as her maid, and that's really just going to be the show going forward. That is a pretty cool idea that I definitely did not expect. So, but it's good. I mean, if you want to get in close to an Ojo-sama, that is probably your best method as a commenter, for sure. Also, the green peppers eating, that was a good scene too. I don't have much to say about it, but I liked the little scene. And that's pretty much, yeah, everything I have to say, I think. So, yeah, really good episode. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Please click the like button and support me on Patreon if you want me to keep doing this sort of thing. And I hope to see you later. So, bye-bye.